Good morning, everybody. In previous class, we were discuss about the state of matter. Generally, matter consists of three states, that is solid state, liquid state and gaseous state. These are the main three states of matter. What about the solids? The substance which have the definite shape and definite volume are called as solids. In solids, the number of particles are placed with each others and their void sides or gaps are very minute. Therefore, the solid substances are harder in nature as compared to the liquids and gases. Why? Because the number of constituent particles which are present in that substances are close with each others. Therefore, these are harder. Then next type is also seen, that is the liquid substances. The substances which having indefinite shape but definite volume. Indefinite shape but definite volume are called as liquids. Generally, in liquid substances, the constituent particles are apart from each other as compared to the solids. Means to what, the constituent particles having some void sides, have some gaps. Therefore, these substances, which liquid substances, are soft as compared to the solids. Solids are the harder in nature. For example, metals or stone. But liquids, that is water, milk, oil, are softer than that of the solids, because the constituent particles having some gaps or void sides as compared to the solids. Then third state of matter is the gaseous state. What about the gaseous state? The substances which having indefinite shape and indefinite volume. Indefinite shape and indefinite volume are called as gaseous. In gaseous substances, generally the constituent particles are apart from each others as compared to the solids and liquids. Means to what? Generally, the constituent particles having too much gaps with each others and interaction forces are loose as compared to the solids and liquids. Therefore, the gases are generally occurs in atmosphere. So all the gases, nitrogen, hydrogens, all these carbon dioxides, oxygen, etc. तर अशा पद्धतीने आपण मुख्यतः पदार्थाच्या तीन अवस्था पाहिल्यात, स्थायू, द्रव आणि वायू. याच्या पलीकडे जाऊन जर विचार केला तर प्लाझ्मा नावाची एक अवस्था आहे आणि बोर्स आइन्स्टाईन्स तुम्ही शिकलात 10वी पर्यंत. बोर्स आइन्स्टाईन्स ऍक्च्युअली यांना जरी आपण आजच्या घडीला पाहत नसलो याच्याकडे, तरी पण ह्या अवस्था अस्तित्वात आहेत. जसं उदाहरणामध्ये प्लाझ्मा म्हणजे काय? द सबस्टन्सेस विच हॅव्हिंग बोथ सॉलिड्स अँड लिक्विड इन नेचर्स कॉल्ड ॲज प्लाझ्मा. प्लाझ्मा स्टेट. जनरली फॉर एक्झाम्पल, यू नो द आईस्क्रीम. Actually, ice cream is not an example of solid or liquid, but it is the example of both solids and liquid, that is semi-solids and semi-liquids. So it contains in the plasma. So new state is the plasma, can be obtained depending upon both solids and liquids. Likewise, that Bose-Einstein is also seen. So all these 5 states of matter, but actually we can see the 3: solid, liquids and gases. After the state of matter, see the new concept, that is properties of matter. Properties of matter and their measurements. Properties of matters and their measurements. म्हणजेच हा जो पदार्थ आहे, या पदार्थाच्या मुख्यतः कोणकोणत्या प्रकारच्या प्रॉपर्टीज, जे गुणधर्म असं म्हणतो आपण, हे पाहायला मिळतील आणि त्याचबरोबर त्यांचे मेजरमेंट्स, की पदार्थ नेमके मोजायचे कसे. मग तो सॉलिड असेल, लिक्विड असेल, गॅस असेल, कुठल्या प्रकारचा असेल. तर हा जो कन्सेप्ट आहे प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ मॅटर पदार्थाचे गुणधर्म आणि त्याचे मेजरमेंट्स. Different kinds of matter, that may be solids, liquids, gas, different kinds of matter have characteristics, properties. Different kinds of matters, that may be solid, liquid or gas, have characteristics, properties which can be classified by two ways. Generally, the properties of matter classified by two ways. One of them is the physical properties or physical property, and second one is the chemical property. Physical property आणि chemical property. तर बघू आपण ऍक्च्युअली फिजिकल प्रॉपर्टी आणि केमिकल प्रॉपर्टी या दोघांमध्ये नेमका काय फरक आहे. फिजिकल प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ मॅटर. द प्रॉपर्टीज कॅन बी मेजर्ड. The properties can be measured without changing. The properties can be measured without changing chemical composition of substances. We may take any substance, but their chemical compositions cannot be changes, but can be measured. Then that properties are called as the physical properties. See again, the properties can measured without changing chemical compositions of that substance. कुठलाही पदार्थ घ्या आणि त्या पदार्थाच्या केमिकल कंपोजिशन मध्ये कुठल्याही प्रकारचा बदल न करता केमिकल कंपोजिशन्स मध्ये त्या पदार्थाच्या ज्या आपण मोजतो किंवा त्यांचं मापन केलं जातं त्या प्रॉपर्टींना फिजिकल प्रॉपर्टीज असं म्हटलं जातं. फॉर एक्झाम्पल, कलर. You may take any substance. That substance have the specific color. That may be blue, green, yellow. Otherwise, colorless. But they have some colors. So colors we can measure, but their chemical compositions cannot be changes of that substances. Therefore, the color is the physical property. Right? Color of any substance is measured, but since chemical changes cannot be occurs. Then odor. All the substances have some specific odor. Any substance have some odors. That may be anything. But if the substance does not having the odor, then it is called as odorless. So odor cannot be changed. Its chemical compositions whenever it is measured. Then density. So like that, color, odor, density, melting point, boiling points, etc. are the all physical properties. Any substance which have the melting points, that will be solids. Suppose glucose, salt, NaCl, which have the melting points. What about the melting points? The substance can melt at a specific temperature is called as that melting point. So melting point, boiling points. Boiling point is considered with the liquids. So all these examples are considered with the physical properties. But physical property means what? Actually, this is the definition of physical property. The properties can be measured without changing chemical composition of substance is called as physical properties. But actually, physical properties are temporary changes of matter. That are not permanent changes. Physical properties are temporary changes of matter. So we may shortly also called as the temporary changes of matter is called as physical property. Okay? What? The temporary changes of matter. Temporary changes of matter is called as physical property. So that is also definition of physical property. We may attend that definition. Temporary changes of matter is called as physical property. This is the second, chemical properties. So what about the chemical properties? The properties in which substances undergoes chemical change. Substances undergoes chemical change and exhibit the change in chemical compositions. कुठलाही पदार्थ असेल, जेव्हा त्या पदार्थामध्ये रासायनिक बदल घडून येतात, म्हणजे एकाचे रूपांतर दुसऱ्यात केलं जातं, परमनंट बदल केले जातात, तेव्हा त्याला आपण chemical properties also. The properties in which substance undergoes chemical change. Means what? The substance can changes from one state to another state and exhibit change in chemical compositions. At that time, this chemical composition also can be changed. Then that property is called as chemical property. For example of chemical property, coal. Coal burns in air to produce the carbon dioxide. Coal is the fuel. We may take any fuel, petrol, diesel, rockets, kerosene. Whenever that can be burned in air, it can produce the carbon dioxides. Means what? The coal or petrol, diesel, rockets, anything can change their chemical compositions. Whenever it burnt in air to produce the another states. So coal is the solid state, where it is burned to form the carbon dioxide, that is gaseous state. Generally in chemical properties, their physical states can be also changes. Second example, if we can take the metal wire. Which metal wire? Magnesium metal wire. Magnesium metal wire is taken, and that magnesium metal wire is burnt in air. If we can take the magnesium metal wire and it is burnt in air in presence of oxygen, we know that for any burning we have to require the oxygen. Without oxygen it cannot be burnt. So the magnesium metal is burnt in air in presence of oxygen to give the magnesium oxide. What is given? In this example, the magnesium wire is the metal that is solid in state, where it burnt in oxygen to form the magnesium oxide. So there is chemical change can be occurs. So these are the chemical properties. We know the physical properties are the temporary changes, but chemical properties are the permanent changes. So shortly, we also can define what the chemical properties is. What? The properties of substances in which permanent changes of matter can be occur, called as chemical property. Shortly, these are the permanent changes of matter. Permanent changes of matters are called as chemical properties. Whenever we can turn or convert one substance into another, then we cannot be converted again it. Suppose for example, coal is burnt in air to form the carbon dioxide. Again we cannot convert the carbon dioxide into coal. Nothing. We cannot be converted. So there is chemical totally change. That is the permanent change. So the chemical properties are the permanent changes. So these are the minor difference in between physical and chemical properties. So these are the properties of matters. Again see the measurements of properties. In chemistry, these properties generally how to measure? Measurement of properties. Many properties of matter are quantitative in nature, not the qualitative. Many properties of matters are the quantitative in nature. Quantitative in nature, such as mass. What about the mass? Then length, area, pressure, volume, time, etc. All these are the quantitative properties of matters. Quantitative measurements expressed by number. See here, what? Generally measurements of properties are the quantitative, and that quantitative properties can measure or expressed by number 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 20, etc. That quantitative properties can express in number and followed by units. Not only in numbers. We cannot say the 10, 20, but it requires some units, grams, kilograms, meter, centimeter. If we can say that 10 meters, 20 meters, 10 grams, 20 grams, then that property is the quantitative property. So that quantitative property can express in numbers with that units. Numbers with that units. Suppose, for examples, length of any rooms or any area. Length can represented as 10 meters. Length can be measured as the 10 meters. Suppose, for example, here 10 is the number. What? 10 is the number, and that meter is the unit. Likewise, that you can measure any property, quantitative property that require the numbers and units. Suppose another example, mass 20 gram sugar. 20 is the number and gram is the unit. So 20 gram, that is the measurements of that what mass is the quantitative measurements. Again, suppose area, when you can measure any area, then you are requires length and breadth. What about the lengths and breadths? Then we can count the area. That lengths and breadths can be measured in meters, centimeters, etc. Then pressure, volume, time. So all these are the measurements of properties. Measurements of properties. So what about the unit? Say again. So what about the unit? Unit is the main things for physical quantities or measurement of physical quantities. Without units, we cannot be measures anything. So what about the units? So what is the actual definition of that? Units. Here, units. The arbitrarily decided and universally accepted. The arbitrarily decided and universally accepted. Universally accepted. The arbitrarily decided and universally accepted standards are called as units. ज्याला मराठीत आपण एकक असं म्हणू. कारण कुठलीही भौतिक राशी मोजण्यासाठी एककांची गरज असते. जसं आपण आता पाहिलं, लांबी मोजायची ते मीटर, सेंटीमीटर, किलोमीटर, त्याशी लांबी मोजता येणार नाही. तसंच तुम्हाला वजन मोजायचं असेल, ग्रॅम, किलोग्रॅम्स, किंवा लिक्विड सबस्टन्स असेल तर लिटर, सेंटीमीटर, जे काय असेल ते त्याच्यात आपलं सेंटीमीटर क्यूब्स, क्यूब सेंटीमीटर्स, डीएम क्यूब्स वगैरे. तसं युनिट्स म्हणजे काय? द आर्बिट्ररीली डिसाइडेड, टोटली अँड युनिव्हर्सली एक्सेप्टेड. सगळ्या जगामध्ये सगळ्यांनी एक्सेप्ट केलेलं असं स्टँडर्ड्स, म्हणजेच ज्याला आपण युनिट्स असं म्हणतो. त्यालाच काय म्हणते? युनिट्स. द युनिट्स आर एक्सप्रेस्ड इन CGS. Units are expressed in CGS. What about the CGS? C, that is centimeter, G, grams, and it's for second. CGS, centimeter for length, centimeter for length, then gram for mass. Centimeter for length, gram for mass, and second for time. Second for time. So CGS, centimeter, gram, second. Units can express in first CGS. Second one is the FPS. FPS, where F is the food. What? F is the food. P is the ponds. and S is the second. F is the food, P is the pounds, and S is the second. Again, that can be measured in like to the CGS, MKS, M that is meter, K kilogram, meter for length, kilogram for mass, and S for the second, that is for time. So generally units can be measured in CGS or MKS. CGS or MKS. CGS is the smaller unit and MKS is the major unit. It can also measure in FPS, that is food, pounds and second. But generally we can measure by these two systems, CGS and MKS, centimeter, gram, second, and meter, kilogram, second. So these are the units. Generally units can measure by these two ways. First is the CGS and second is the MKS. तर अशा पद्धतीने आपल्याला मेजरमेंट्स ऑफ प्रॉपर्टीज कशा मेजर करता येतील. त्याचबरोबर सुरुवातीला जे पाहिलं आपण ह्या प्रॉपर्टीचे मुख्यतः दोन प्रकार, फिजिकल अँड केमिकल प्रॉपर्टीज. याच्यानंतर आपण ऍक्च्युअली फिजिकल प्रॉपर्टीज, मग तो मास असेल, वेट असेल, लेंथ असेल, हे आपल्याला उद्याच्या क्लासमध्ये पाहायचे. तर आजच्या क्लासमध्ये एवढं आपण पाहिलं. उद्याच्या क्लासमध्ये काय पाहायचं, फिजिकल प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ दॅट मॅटर्स.